Hey, good morning, friends. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna move this closer so it doesn't look like I'm sitting in a big space. Anyway, hope you're doing great today. I missed you guys on Monday, but I'm back, so I'm so happy to see you. Thank you always for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time to stop by. I love seeing you guys, and it really blesses me. And anyway, thank you for taking the time to do that. I love it. So today we're talking about one thing that great leaders spend most of their time doing. By the way, this is Julie Hamilton with Life Builders, bringing you simple tips to build a strong and healthy life on. And that's what we're going to do. You know, that's hopefully the end goal of this thing is like every day you get a tip and you're walking strong, you're walking healthy, and just getting better and smarter and more grateful and all that stuff, like healthy mentality. I had to do this inventory yesterday where I had to take inventory of where I was 5 years ago. Have you guys ever thought about where you were 5 years ago? And you think about where you were in your finances, where you were in your mind, where you were in your thoughts. Good morning, Joel. Good morning, Ileana. Great to see you guys. Thinking about where you were 5 years ago. Sometimes we forget how far we've come. But if you stop and think about all the progress that you've made over the last 5 years, it's pretty incredible. And think about where you want to be 5 years from now. But that's not what I came on here to say. Anyway, hey, Elsa, good to see you. So what I came on to say, something that great leaders do all the time, and you look at great leaders throughout history, and this is what they spend a lot of time doing. It's something very basic, and I'm wondering what you guys think it is. I might have thought it was maybe coming up with ideas, which it's not. I mean, great leaders, they don't have all the ideas. They recognize ideas from their people and they're able to implement those. It's not coming up with great ideas. I think somebody said delegating, that was Melanie, said delegating, and that's a good one because leaders do have to delegate, but it's not what they spend most of their time doing. Also, another thing, I think you would say maybe getting the right people on the bus, or finding the right people, and that is so important, and that makes life easier down the road, but it's not that either. The thing that great leaders do the most is remind people of what they already know. Remind people of what they already know. Think about it. Like, you know, when Jesus was like, hey, treat your neighbor as you want to be treated. And Martin Luther King Jr. was like, hey, we have a dream where this is going to be what our society is going to be like. And we're going to be judged on our character and not the color of our skin. The great leaders throughout history, what they've done is remind us of the basics. And if you're a leader, you're going to spend a lot of time reminding people of things they already know. But remember, when you're in sales, somebody has to see your name at least 5 times before they even think about buying from you. Good morning, Christy. Great to see you. Or if you want to make a point, you have to repeat it over and over. You guys know this with our kids, how we just say the same things over and over and over. But that's what you need to do as a leader. As a leader, don't forget, people don't get things the first time that you say them. So you have to say them over and over and over until they challenge the patterns that are already in their brains, and you're sort of rewiring the brain, but it takes repetition. And so don't forget to repeat what you're saying and what you're doing. And then also, what was the other thing I was going to say about it? Oh yeah, I was going to say, I think leaders should be called CROs, Chief Reminding Officers, instead of CEOs, because that's what they're doing a lot, is reminding people. So even like this at the gym, you know, you think about it, my coach is always like, Julie, get those squats lower, and I'm like, oh, I already know that I need to get my squat lower, but I'm not doing it. Or today, Julie, get those arms straighter, you know, get wider on your swing. I was trying to learn how to kip, you guys. I'm not good at kipping. If you don't know what kipping is, it's where you kind of swing and you swing your body to do a pull-up. And I can't do a pull-up, by the way, so don't be impressed at all. But I'm trying to learn how to kip so I can do that, you know, and he's like, get your arms wider, you can't even go through that. And so that's what coaches do. So I wrote down some things that I want to remind you of today. So these are just some good reminders for you to think about today that I think are really important things, and they're basics. Okay, you ready? Number one, your history is not your destiny. So I'm just going to say these, and I hope one of them jumps out at you today. Your history is not your destiny. You are not bound by the things that happened in your past. You are set free to be healed. If you were a child of a broken parent, that doesn't mean you have to be a broken parent. You can be a healed parent. You can change the course of the generations of your life. Number two, failure is not fatal. You are not going to die because you failed. Success is standing on stacks of failures, right? Failure is part of success. You're not going to die because you failed, but you will learn. You either win or you learn. Number three, smile. That's a great one. And remember, people think you have to give it 10% more. Like, you think you're smiling a lot, but when people look at you, they see 10% less than what you're actually giving. So you gotta smile. Number three, get outside every day. 4, get outside every day. It's time. You gotta get outside, get some vitamin D. Number 5, look for 3 things to be grateful for today. We have so much to be grateful for, guys, even if it's a bike ride in the breeze or whatever it is for you today. Number 6, the plan for your life is so much bigger than you realize. The plan for your life is so much bigger than you realize. Your plan for your life is like above your wildest dreams and imaginations, and we sometimes narrow ourselves down to a small scope, but your plan for your life is so much bigger than you realize. So hang on to that and believe that. Next is your assignment and your identity are not the same thing. So your identity is who you always are and what your purpose is. Your assignment is what you're doing in this season. So if your purpose is to be a teacher and to teach people, you can be a coach in one season. You can be in leading your ministry in one season. You can be doing different things in different seasons. You can have different jobs and different ways you apply that, but your identity is not the same as your assignment. That's important to remember, especially when your assignment changes, that, hey, this is not my identity. This is my assignment for now. Especially all you moms going through life with little kids and they start to grow up and you're like, oh my gosh, who am I? What do I do? That's your assignment. But your identity has always been the same and your purpose has always been the same. Your feelings don't always tell the truth. That's a good thing to remember. Good morning, Angie. Feelings lie to you sometimes. Like yesterday, Livy was crying and I said, we were having a life lesson and I said, what's wrong? And she's like, I always mess everything up. I always ruin everything. And I just said to her, that's a lie. That is so not true. That's such a lie that you're hearing right now. You don't ruin everything. I was like, you don't believe that lie that you're hearing in your head right now that says that. So our feelings don't always tell the truth, do they? We have to know the truth to be able to stand on the truth. The next, whatever number it was, somebody needs you to be their biggest cheerleader. These are just reminders. Somebody needs you to be their biggest cheerleader. Be the adult that you needed as a child. When you were a child, what did you need the adult to be? Whether it was a stable force in your life or a safe place that you could go to, a home where you could feel comfortable. Next, look for the light in others and dwell on it. Look for the light in others and dwell on it. There's a lot of other stuff, but we can look at the light. Next, this is a good one. Everyone you meet is facing some kind of battle that you don't know about. Good morning, Sandra. Great to see you. Everybody you meet is facing some battle that you don't know about. That's you. Oh, Christy, that's my life goal, to be the adult to my kids that I needed. Yes, that is so important. You're going to make a big difference in their life by doing that. They are going to be so grateful for that. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Simple reminders, right? And lastly, I wrote down, here's the best reminder of all, that you are loved and you are important and there's a great plan for your life. You are not a nobody. You are not worthless. There's a great plan for your life, and if it's not good yet, then God's not finished yet. He says all things work together for good. Hey, Kelly, great to see you. And that's what I'm saying. If it's not good yet, then God's not finished. Hey, good morning, Patty. Great to see you all. Well, anyway, that's a few reminders for today. I hope that one of those stands out to you and just moves you along that path to where you need to be. And I love you so much. And don't forget, if you're a leader, if you're a parent, if you're a teacher, if you're a coach, those reminders, that's what you need. That's what your job is, basically, is reminding people of things they already know. Draw out in them the things that they may have just slipped our minds. They may have fell to the back of the mind, but we need to bring it to the front of the mind. Treat other people like you want to be treated. The fact that you're loved, the fact that you're somebody's biggest cheerleader, the fact that your history doesn't determine your destiny. All of those are really important things. So just keep reminding them, keep loving them, and you guys are great leaders. I love to see you out there leading your worlds, like Patty out there leading her world and her essential oils, or I can't remember which one, world. I don't want to say the specific brand name because I can't remember which one it is, but anyway, you write it on there, Patty, so I can know. All right, I love you all. Have a very wonderful day, and I will see you on Friday at 8:30. Okay, bye.